Hello friends, so today I'm sharing what I cook for dinner during the week. I usually only have 30 to 45 minutes to cook dinner every single day during the week because my girls are very busy during the fall season. Ava cheers 4 times a week and Zara swims 5 times a week. She's on a competition swim team. So we are very busy people. So today I'm sharing what I cook for dinner this week. Hopefully you'll get some inspiration from it. And I would love for you to leave your favorite weekday meal that's quick and easy in the comments because I'm always looking for something different and new for us to try. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Before I get into what we were having for dinner, I want to quickly talk to you guys about what I sometimes have for lunch, and that is where Factor comes in. And I'd like to thank Factor for sponsoring today's video. Now, Factor comes in when I need to eat something fresh, something dietitian approved, and they're literally delivered right to my doorstep. Yes, these meals are fresh, never frozen, and they're delivered right to your door. And it makes it so easy for me and my husband to eat a nice, nutritious lunch at lunchtime, because so many times you're meal planning for dinner, you're trying to get your kids to their extracurricular activities, planning and make sure everybody's schedule works, especially right now in the fall and with the holidays coming up, that you oftentimes forget about lunch. And that's where I love Factor so much, because my husband and I always have a fresh meal just waiting in the refrigerator. And so when they come, I pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes and then we eat. And I love the fact that I still know that I'm eating ketogenically, even though they make all types of meals, not just keto. They make Chef's Choice, Calorie Smart, Flexitarian, Protein Plus. I mean, they have something for everyone's lifestyle. With this holiday season coming up, trust me, you're gonna wanna break, whether it be for lunch or dinner, whatever works for your family. Plus, I've got so many people in my family loving Factor. Everyone from my father loves the Factor meals. My cousin Eric, hi Eric if you're watching, he loves Factor meals. My husband and even my medical doctor recommended Factor to me as a way to kind of just control what I'm eating. So trust me, you will love it. You can thank me later. If you're interested, you could head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code GIA50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Again, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code GIA50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Hello, friends. So tonight for dinner, I am making French onion chicken thighs. Now, I was at Sam's Club, I want to say like late last week, and they had this French onion seasoning and chicken thighs. They were giving them out as a taste tester. And I was like, oh, I'm buying this chicken thighs and I'm buying this French onion seasoning by Kinder's. I love Kinder's. I have their lemon pepper is my absolute favorite. I have several of their seasonings and I like them a lot. The ingredients are not the cleanest, okay? They're not the worst, but they're not the cleanest. Like most of their seasonings have maltodextrin in them, but listen, baby steps. So I feel like this French onion seasoning would be good on like a roast beef or a pot roast. And today we're gonna try them with the chicken thighs. Now I don't know the recipe. The woman was just, giving pieces of the chicken thighs out. I'm kind of like making this up, and I'm going to make them in my slow cooker. I'm just gonna cook them on high for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours or something like that. I feel like that's enough because the chicken thighs aren't that thick. And we're gonna make this up as we go. Like I said, I'm not following any kind of recipe, but the first thing I'm going to do is clean off my chicken thighs and place them in here, and then I'll season them inside of here. All right, my chicken has been washed and I try to pat it down as much as I can. I left some extra fat on there because I feel like it'll give it more flavor. And I'm going to just season it with the Kinder's. This is all I'm going to season it with because this has onion powder, salt in it, pepper. I think it has garlic. Well, I'll look. If it doesn't have garlic, I'll probably add that because I add garlic to everything. Like literally everything. But it does have salt. Maybe I'll add a little pepper and garlic to this. And it has, like I said, of course, the onion and, the French onion flavor. It smells so good. It smells like a French onion soup. So I'm going to add some garlic and some pepper and then flip it over on the other side. And then we'll go from there. Okay, it smells really good. And I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm thinking, would it have been better for me to just fry these up in my pan? I don't know. Okay, because I'm not trying to make shredded chicken, but I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken stock to the bottom. I don't know how much this is. I would say, I don't know, a couple tablespoons maybe. And I would say that's maybe 2 tablespoons of butter at the most. So, all right, I'm gonna cook this baby on high. I'll probably check it after 5 hours and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, it's been about 3 hours. I'd say this is done. It looks really good. It smells really good. I just flipped them all over. I'll probably make a little gravy with that with some xanthan gum to thicken it. And I'm just gonna cut it off and put it on warm because this is done. It was like falling apart when I flipped it over. It has been many, many hours, as you can see. It smells really good, like really good. This top part looked like it's drying out a little bit, but it's still, as you can see, is falling apart. I didn't get a chance to make the gravy or anything, but honestly, it did not take 6 hours. I just put it on for 4. I will let you know how it tastes. I'm gonna make myself a salad. I made broccoli for everyone else and rice, and we'll have this for dinner. I'll show you my plate when it's done. All right, so it kind of fell apart when I was putting it in the bowl. It smells really good. I have a small amount of broccoli because I'm finding that when I eat broccoli, it gives me really bad heartburn at night. Like, it doesn't matter how early in the day I eat. Oh, it's steaming. I get heartburn from broccoli. So I just put a little bit in there to test to see if it's still gonna give me heartburn. I might take some apple cider vinegar after this meal to see if that helps, and some baking soda, but if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Here's the salad that I'm eating with it. A nice spinach salad with blackberries, strawberries, sliced onions, some crumbled goat cheese, and blue cheese dressing on there. And so this is my meal. I can't wait to taste this. All right, so my shrimp, I put the rest of it away. I have about 18, I think, shrimp in here. It's just gonna be me, Charles, and Ava that eat the shrimp. Zara does not. So I'm just gonna season these up, I think, and I'm just like making this up, y'all. I'm not following a recipe here, but even though I feel like I should, I am going to season these bad boys up. What am I gonna choose? I don't know. Which, by the way, do you guys remember when I had the professional organizer come and help me organize my kitchen? This has been by far the best thing, just doing the seasonings. Like, every single seasoning has a place, and I kind of organize them by kind. I love Spice Island. It's like one of my favorites, but Kinder's is my favorites too, even though it's not the healthiest, but it's very good. All right, so I think I'm gonna use some of this truffle and black garlic. Of course, the Trinity here, salt, pepper, and garlic. And what else? I think I'll do a little bit of Old Bay. We'll see how that smells, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm gonna let these sit for a minute while my pan heats up. And while my pan heats up, I'm gonna go ahead and get the mushrooms ready, because I think what I'm gonna do is try to keep it all in one pan. I'm going to saute the shrimp, then saute the mushrooms in here, and then take everything out, and then kind of make my sauce up. So we'll just go from there. All right, I wiped all the mushrooms down. I'm slicing them up thinly now, and the pan is ready, and my shrimps are ready. So I'm gonna go ahead, put them in. It smells really good. This truffle parmesan and black garlic blend is really good. I like it a lot on seafood. I've had it on shrimp. Oh, I thought my pan was hot, but maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Because it doesn't take long for these shrimps to cook. And I'll have the seasoning, you know, the drippings from the shrimp to cook the mushrooms. And Zara will not eat this. It's my picky eater. I'll probably have put some chicken fingers on for her. I do have some leftover broccoli. She can have that. All right, let me finish putting these on. All right, just lift them. A few more minutes on this side, then I'm gonna remove them and put the mushrooms in. All right, I did not have to add any extra oil or anything, because you know mushrooms release a lot of moisture in it. So I just kept stirring it around, and that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, melt some butter, and get ready to do the sauce. This isn't the healthiest thing to do, but this is the cauliflower rice that I bought from Costco. I'm just gonna cook it in the bag. 6 minutes. You don't have to pierce it or anything. We're gonna bind though. I'm running out of time. All right, so I have my melted butter and about a cup of heavy cream, give or take. I don't know, might be a cup and a half. I'm gonna let this simmer for a little bit, and I'm gonna dice up my garlic, and then season the of course I have my Parmesan and stuff, season it all. I think I'm gonna add some broccoli in here as well, and then I'll add my shrimp and mushrooms. All right, so I put in 2 cloves of minced garlic, just added some Italian seasonings. It's like a, I guess, would this be like a Alfredo sauce? Ooh, sorry, I'm steamy. All right, it's smelling like Olive Garden in here, y'all. So I added my spinach, and I added some Parmesan cheese, Just gonna keep cooking this and add more Parmesan cheese as I go. All right, this is as good as it's gonna get because I probably put a little bit too much cream in here, but I am rushing because we have to be out of here by 6 o'clock and it's 5:40. So I'm just gonna continue to mix this up, get my cauliflower rice out and serve it up. All right, y'all, so I am done. This is our dinner for tonight. We have literally 14 minutes to get out of the house, but I'm gonna enjoy this meal. All right, y'all, so I'm cooking dinner tonight. I already got started on my green beans and I'll explain to you what I did thus far for that. But this is a ground chuck, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make short ribs out of these. I follow an Instagram account called Meat Dad. Not sure if you guys are familiar with him. He's a butcher. He's been a butcher for over 20 years, and he shares different things about the different cuts of meats, the different things you could do with different cuts of meats to save money in the grocery store. So he was saying how instead of buying the short ribs, just get a chuck roast, cut some of the fat off of it and cut it up like a short rib, because when you order boneless short ribs at a restaurant, 9 out of the 10 times they're just using ground chuck because it's cheaper. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm gonna try, I don't have a really sharp like paring knife, so I sharpened these 2 knives, which is all I had to just try to do what I can do. I'm gonna put them in this bowl. Sorry, my one hand is clean, that I'm using the camera with. This hand is dirty. Put them in the bowl, season them up, and kind of like roast them in the oven. So let me just get these cut up so I can show you how I'm going to season them. All right, now that I'm all cleaned up, let me tell you what I did with the green beans. I sauteed about, I'd say half of an onion in some butter, let the onions become translucent. Then I put fresh garlic in there and I seasoned in the pan here with the garlic and onion, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, Creole seasoning, red pepper flakes. And I think that's it. And then after that became fragrant, I added some chicken stock and a smoked turkey. I don't know if this is neck but I don't know. It was in my freezer. So that has been simmering. It smells so good. And so to this pot, I'm going to add I only have 1 bag. I wish I had 2, but I literally only had 1 left at Kroger when I went. But I'm going to put this whole pan of green beans in there, and I'm just going to let this cook for several hours. Now my meat is all cut up, and I'm getting ready to season it with salt, pepper, garlic. What did I add in here? Some French onion Kinder's seasoning, some buttery steakhouse seasoning, some caramelized onion butter seasoning, and then dried rosemary, dried thyme, and I think that's it. It smells really good. And so I'm just going to season these up, and then I'm going to cook them in my Dutch oven. I'm going to brown them on all sides of my Dutch oven, and then put some red wine in there, onions. I'll just show you as I go. All right, so I had to add a little bit more chicken stock to here. I'm just gonna let that cook for a while. And clearly you can hear my short ribs that I put in here. I'm just gonna brown them. I'm gonna try to brown them on each side, but I really wanna get them on because I'm gonna cook them for a couple of hours. I'll brown them for a couple of minutes on each side, then turn, a couple more minutes, turn, a couple more minutes, turn. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these, put some tomato paste and some onions at the bottom. Kind of cook those up, and then I'll add the red wine and stock and stuff. All right, so I added some some tomato paste, and I'm kind of letting it just cook, trying to scrape up the bottom. And I'm going to get ready to add the meat back in, and red wine and some stock, and let this baby cook. All right, I poured the wine in. Obviously, I put the meat back in. It smells so good. I did it was just a random bottle of red wine that I had in our like little alcohol cabinet. And so the rest I'm gonna use chicken stock because I have beef stock, but I don't know. I'm just gonna use this because this is what I had left over from the green beans. So I'm just pouring it in, and now I'm just gonna let this baby cook low and slow. All right, it was simmering for about, let's see, 2.5 hours. Now I'm gonna put it in the oven for another 2 hours at 300 and just let it roast in there. The reason why it simmered for so long is because we had to leave. Actually, it hasn't been 2.5 hours. I'd say it was an hour and a half because I left at 1 and it is now 2:45. So in the oven it goes, 300 for about 2 hours. All right, y'all, I just took it out. The timer just went off. Let's see how she's looking. Ooh. It smells so good. Let's see how tender she is. It smells so good. Yep. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, she's tender. She's a tender loving care. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to taste her. These are kind of big. If you make this at home, I would make them a little bit smaller. Finally, dinner is served. It smells so good. I cannot wait to eat. I forgot to show you these. These have just been simmering as well. This whole time I just left them alone. This is like falling apart too, the smoked turkey meat. Oop, sorry. This is definitely done. I did add a little bit of sugar, just a little bit to sweeten it up a little bit. Oh, but I love these green beans. They smell so good. All right, dinner is served. I mean, this is a lot for me on a Wednesday. Usually I'll cook something like this on Sunday, but I saw it on Instagram and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cook this. Okay, I'm gonna cook this today. So yeah, bon appetit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to join my YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.